What is up, Scrub fam? Danny Wynn here with an Atlantic City Pro Play Tour event recap and deck profile. But first, big shout out to my sponsor T4T, Majin Masters, and Guire Gaming Accessories, and the biggest shout out to 3XG Productions, the best content producers on the planet. If you guys haven't signed up for the Patreon yet, I highly recommend it. We're pumping out tons of quality content, and be sure to check it out. And so this past weekend, I went to the Pro Play Tour. I ended up taking Blue Red Harudigarn aggro. The deck profile will be on Joey Palladino's YouTube channel, so in a couple days, so make sure you check that out. I ended up getting 28th, going 404, undefeated. I definitely should have played faster, uh, but that was probably due to not that much practice on the deck, but it was really fun. Um, the event was very well ran, and there was so many top competitors there. And huge congratulations to my teammate and friend Ryan Severin and Eric Goodwin. They ended up getting first and second, and biggest congratulations to Ryan. I was really happy for him, really excited for him to finally get his first win. Uh, and congratulations to Eric for getting second. He was really close as well. For the Team Wars on Sunday, since I didn't make top 16 cut, I decided to team with Jordan Markle, the national champion, and Scott Dashy. Uh, it was a last minute thing, and I ended up playing Shenron Gogeta. Dashi took Pan, and Jordan took Storm. Of course, that's his baby. That's his deck. We ended up getting second in Swiss. We did really well. I was really proud of our team, and we ended up losing to Danny Hype in top 8. It was really close. Dashi ended up winning, beating Danny, and Jordan and I ended up going into time and into sudden death, where we had less life. It was gonna be our turn, and we probably would have won on our turn, but we ended up having less life than them, so we lost. That was a heartbreaker, but I really thought we could have taken it. But it happens. Next time we'll definitely try to take it, and we'll move right along to the deck profile. So of course, Shenron Gogeta, basic. Uh, get to 5 energy and blow up your opponent's hand to 3. But there's a couple different cards here, and of course I can't play Senzu Bean because the Storm deck has Senzu Bean, which is fine actually because in testing I actually realized that Bean doesn't really do much. It's actually the worst card in most matchups when you're not playing against Storm. It's not unless you have 2 or more beans, you're probably not going to be untapping enough to extend your plays that much. And most of your plays are really heavy energy plays, like 4 or 5 energy plays. So, yeah, it was pretty useless. And when you're playing defensively with Bean, it's not really doing that much either. Most of the time, you want to be negating the attacks or just super comboing out of them. And you want to be the other cards of your deck are just going to be trying to slow them down, stall out, and try to get to your late game and play Gogeta 7. So first off, 7 Dragon Balls, basic. I didn't play any 1-star balls because there was many turn 1 energy plays I wanted to be making. For instance, 2 Dende and 1 Bulma and 3 Borgos. So it's 6 1-drops, and they're either going to be drawing me into more cards, or Borgos will be slowing down my opponent. And 4 Power Bursts. This card is amazing. I think it's the best negate for Shenron, because especially if you're playing 1-drops, because it's a hard +1 if you sparking it, which is just like it's actually insane because when you're adding Dendes and Bulma's back, you'll be drawing a card on your next turn if you have to, or it's just another 5k. And in Shenron decks, that you're always low on combo power because you're so heavy on extra cards. So the 5K makes a big difference. And the one Dangerous Journey Bulma. Oh, but yeah, Dende, I forgot to mention, great against Shenron mirrors. When they objection, you want to blow up their energy and you can loop it. Uh, Probably wanted to play 3, but there wasn't that much room. So on to Dangerous Journey Bulma. This card was just a tech choice. Just against Janemba, you can slow down your mill by a little bit, and you don't have to even return cards back to your deck, because if not, you just draw one. But it's actually really good when you're just playing 4 of each Goku and Vegeta. Uh, if you like ran out of them, you won't be able to Union Fuse, which can be really really bad sometimes. But Dangerous Journey Bulma can help with that. 4 super combos, basic, and one Child's Wish. I actually don't want to be Child's Wishing that much, but there is times where you want a Child's Wish for maybe a preface, and you can like turn 2, you could Child's Wish a preface and objection on the same turn, so you're pressuring their battle cards or possibly their life. Mostly you're trying to pressure the battle cards so they don't kill you. So that worked out really nice. Um, 2 Newfound Power Purunga. This card was very solid. Uh, it's actually just nuts in every way. When you're playing it turn 3, like just for so little energy, it's doing so much. If your opponent's not pressuring you with a lot of battle cards, you're drawing 2 cards, and if it lives, it draws you another 2 cards, which is that's just ridiculous. Or if say you're playing against a deck with heavy barrier, you can just wipe the entire board. It's honestly there's little point to playing Kami. When you're playing such a slow deck, you could just play Purunga instead. Uh, so it becomes useful in like 2 different situations. And for a 2 Shenron Figure of Majesty, obvious this card's the combo is to play Gogeta's Hero Revived and give a crit from the Shenron, and just go for game from there. Triple strike, triple attack, crit. That's the basic strategy. But it's also good in other ways like untapping energy or returning super combos. You can turn Bulma from your drop as well to uh, return some of your cards, like if you're getting milled. It's so versatile. It probably wants to be 3, but again, very little room. 2 World Peace, just basic. You want to be bringing back broken cards like the Shenron 4 or Gogeta 5, and you definitely want to be playing a few Desires, but your main plan is normally to Union Fuse and to Gogeta Hero Revived. And so that's why there's like so few world pieces, because you won't be world. It's not very likely you'll be world piecing a Gogeta 7 out. So yeah, and 3 Borgos. This card was amazing. It's just a draw one, and it just slows down your opponent. If they're playing on yielding or being, they won't be able to extend their plays, and they have to deal with it if they want to try to extend their plays. So just an amazing card overall. Great, just great defensively, and a good turn 1 play, like I said earlier. 4 of the new feature rare Son Goku. This card was amazing. I ended up playing 1 Storm deck in the Team Wars, and I played one down, and obviously a lot of the Storm decks are playing answers to it, like the Frieza and the 2-drop Vegeta, but if they don't draw it, if you play it, you go first, and you play it, and they didn't see that many cards yet, then they won't be able to answer it. And if you just play a second one afterwards, then you're still fine for the most part. Yeah, it was just insane for slowing down all the decks. Like blue-red Hirudegarn when they're trying to be aggressive on you. This card's ridiculous. 4 objection, you gotta be playing objection and Gogeta Shenron. It really sucks if they play Dende, but if they don't, then being able to Gogeta 7 1 turn earlier is just broken. And I played the 15Ks, Preface and Sneak Attack. Like I said earlier, the reason I like the 15Ks over 20Ks like at all costs or the vanilla Goku, yeah. You can pressure with Preface and Sneak Attack. They both have Barrier, which is really good. There's times where You can play sneak attack. If it's a really slow game, you can just play a sneak attack and start chipping away at your opponent's hand and their life. And 3, Ultimate Fusion Gogeta. Obvious, just insane card. You can fuse into it at 4 energy and remove like any problematic battle cards and draw 2. Draw 2 is huge. And it's great for removing blockers like Yajirobe or Android 16. And Gogeta 3, Gogeta Hero Revived. The main card in the deck, you play it, cut a life, and just wipe your opponent's hand away that they've been building for however many turns. Like, you could pretty much just ignore your opponent's hand for most of the beginning of the game. So that's the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Moving forward, I'll be trying to post more on 3XG Productions YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys can support me, and I'll try to bring you top quality content like Matt's been bringing for the past year plus. And Scrub fam is best fam. Okay, bye!